thecasesolutions.com. Hey guys, this case is about Brussels and Bradshaw Ivey case study solution. Brussels and Bradshaw case study analysis and solution. Brussels and Bradshaw is a Harvard Business, HBR, case study on organizational development. The Case Solutions provides HBR case study help. Our case solution is based on case study method expertise and our global insights. Brussels and Bradshaw by Alison Conrad and Shannon Thompson. An intern has completed her summer internship as Brussels and Bradshaw, B&B, an investment bank in Toronto, Ontario. She now faces her final performance review, where she will be told whether or not she has been offered full-time employment following her graduation. After a grueling summer during which she received little training, no formal mentorship, and worked tireless 100-hour weeks with no praise, she was frustrated, hurt, and bitter about the experience. Despite enjoying finance and the actual work, the intern is unsure whether taking B&B's offer is a good idea. Should B&B extend her the opportunity? Despite it being one of the most prestigious banks in the world, she had seen little to no improvement in the abusive approach of her superiors. As she walks to the business department manager's office, she reviews whether or not she should bring up the unresolved issues that transpired during the summer, the mounting frustration of working in teams that gossiped and did not respect her work, and finally her inability to understand why she had been treated so poorly despite her diligent work ethic. On the one hand, the intern could bring up such issues and try to explain herself before the business department manager decides whether or not to extend her the offer. Or, she could listen to the review and continue to take full responsibility for the problems which were not her making in the hopes that it might make her look more mature and professional and potentially aid her in obtaining her full-time offer. 9 steps. Case study analysis and solution. Step 1. Reading the Brussels and Bradshaw HBR case study. To write an emphatic case study analysis and provide pragmatic and actionable solutions, you must have a strong grasp of the facts and the central problem of the HBR case study. Begin slowly, underline the details, and sketch out the business case study description map. In some cases you will be able to find the central problem in the beginning itself, while in others it may be in the end in form of questions. Business case study paragraph by paragraph mapping will help you in organizing the information correctly and provide a clear guide to go back to the case study if you need. My case study strategy involves marking out the protagonist and key players in the case study from the very start, drawing a motivation chart of the key players and their priorities from the case study description. Refine the central problem the protagonist is facing in the case and how it relates to the HBR fundamentals on the topic. Evaluate each detail in the case study in light of the HBR case study analysis core ideas. Step 2. Brussels and Bradshaw case study analysis. Once you are comfortable with the details and objective of the business case study, proceed forward to put some details into the analysis template. You can do business case study analysis by following the case solutions step-by-step instructions. Company history is provided in the first half of the case. You can use this history to draw a growth path and illustrate vision, mission, and strategic objectives of the organization. Often history is provided in the case not only to provide a background to the problem, but also provide the scope of the solution that you can write for the case study. HBR case studies provide anecdotal instances from managers and employees in the organization to give a feel of real situation on the ground. Use these instances and opinions to mark out the organization's culture, its people priorities and inhibitions. Make a timeline of the events and issues in the case study. Timeline can provide the clue for the next step in organization's journey. Timeline also provides an insight into the progressive challenges the company is facing in the case study. Step 3. SWOT analysis of Brussels and Bradshaw. Once you've finished the case analysis, timeline of the events, and other critical details, focus on the following. Zero down on the central problem and 2 to 5 related problems in the case study. Do the SWOT analysis of the Brussels and Bradshaw. SWOT analysis is a strategic tool to map out the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that a firm is facing. SWOT analysis and SWOT matrix will help you to clearly mark out strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats that the organization or manager is facing in the Brussels and Bradshaw. SWOT analysis will also provide a priority list of problems to be solved. You can also do a weighted SWOT analysis of Brussels and Bradshaw HBR case study. Step 4. Porter 5 Forces / Strategic Analysis of Industry Analysis Brussels and Bradshaw. In our live classes, we often come across business managers who pinpoint one problem in the case and build a case study analysis and solution around that singular point. Business environments are often complex and require holistic solutions. You should try to understand not only the organization but also the industry which the business operates in. Porter 5 Forces is a strategic analysis tool that will help you in understanding the relative powers of the key players in the business case study and what sort of pragmatic and actionable case study solution is viable in the light of given facts. Step 5. PESTEL /Step Analysis of Brussels and Bradshaw. Another way of understanding the external environment of the firm in Brussels and Bradshaw is to do a PESTEL: political, economic, social, technological, environmental and legal analysis of the environment the firm operates in. You should make a list of factors that have significant impact on the organization and factors that drive growth in the industry. You can even identify the source of firm's competitive advantage based on PESTEL analysis and organization's core competencies. Step 6. Organizing and prioritizing the analysis into Brussels and Bradshaw case study solution. Once you have developed multi-pronged approach and work out various suggestions based on the strategic tools, the next step is organizing the solution based on the requirement of the case. You can use the following strategy to organize the findings and suggestions. Build a corporate-level strategy, organizing your findings and recommendations in a way to answer the larger strategic objective of the firm. It includes using the analysis to answer the company's vision, mission, and key objectives, and how your suggestions will take the company to next level in achieving those goals. Business unit level solution. The case study may put you in a position of a marketing manager of a small brand. So instead of providing recommendations for overall company, you need to specify the marketing objectives of that particular brand. You have to recommend business unit level recommendations. The scope of the recommendations will be limited to the particular unit, but you have to take care of the fact that your recommendations don't directly contradict the company's overall strategy. For example, you can recommend a low-cost strategy, but the company core competency is design differentiation. Case study solutions can also provide recommendation for the business manager or leader described in the business case study. Step 7. Implementation framework. The goal of the business case study is not only to identify problems and recommend solutions, but also to provide a framework to implement those case study solutions. Implementation framework differentiates good case study solutions from great case study solutions. If you're able to provide a detailed implementation framework, then you have successfully achieved the following objectives. Detailed understanding of the case. Clarity of HBR case study fundamentals. Analyzed case details based on those fundamentals and developed an ability to prioritize recommendations based on probability of their successful implementation. Implementation framework helps in weeding out non-actionable recommendations, resulting in awesome Brussels and Bradshaw case study solution. Step 8. Take a break. Once you've finished the case study implementation framework, take a small break. Grab a cup of coffee or whatever you like, go for a walk or just shoot some hoops. Step 9. Critically examine Brussels and Bradshaw case study solution. After refreshing your mind, read your case study solution critically. When we are writing case study solution, we often have details on our screen as well as in our head. This leads to either missing details or poor sentence structures. Once refreshed, go through the case solution again. Improve sentence structures and grammar, double-check the numbers provided in your analysis, and question your recommendations. Be very slow with this process, as rushing through it leads to missing key details. Once done, it is time to hit the attach button. This is just a sample partial case solution. Please place the order on the website to order your own originally done case solution. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. If you want any case study, visit our website thecasesolutions.com.